Hi guys, welcome back to the Sage Go Studio YouTube channel. I'm Brittany, your yoga teacher for today. And today we are out in the wild to do a heart opening flow. So when you are ready to open up that heart chakra, join me on the mat. We're going to begin today's practice seated. So come to sit right in the middle your mat. And we'll come into a comfortable seated position. So that can be cross-legged, it can be up on a bolster or blanket. And go ahead and close off the eyes. Rest those hands gently on your knees. Sit up nice and tall. Spine is super straight. Core is supporting your body. Let that chin be parallel to the ground. And let's just take a moment here to arrive on the mat. So just taking a little disconnect from the beginning of your day, a little disconnect from the rest of your day, and just coming into this present moment. Today we'll be working on heart openers and bringing energy and awareness to that heart chakra, that center of kindness and compassion for others and ourselves. So let's start to cultivate this attitude of love as we begin. You can start to bring your awareness to your breath, noticing how it fills your lungs, fills your belly on the inhale. And as you exhale, feeling all of that air push out of your body. You can start to engage that Ujjayi breathing here if that's in your practice, that deep inhalation, exhalation with a slight constriction at the back of your throat. Otherwise, just breathe really deeply and mindfully, creating your own rhythm here. On your next inhale, let's reach those arms up to the sky, to the ceiling, palms touch, and then exhale, bring those hands to heart center. Plug the thumb in, just feel your heart beating. Start to bring that awareness to the heart. And if you'd like, you can set an intention for your practice today. Maybe something you're working on with self-love or directing love towards others, whatever is called into your heart. And then on your next exhale, just release those hands down to the mat. You can go ahead and open up the eyes here, and we'll take those legs wide. So whatever wide means to you. If you're feeling very tight, go ahead and just bring those legs in a little closer together. Wherever you are, sit up nice and tall here. Flex those feet, toes are pointed up to the ceiling or sky. And then let's just take a little side bend over to the right, keeping that right hand planted down right on your shin or on the mat, whatever feels good. Just opening up in that left side body. Inhale back through center, and let's take that bend over to the other side. That top arm just reaching up in a little curve, keeping that shoulder away from the neck. Gaze can be up at the hand or down at the mat. Inhale through center again. Let's take that side bend once more over to the right, just for a moment. Inhale up and bend over to the left. Inhale through center. And then let's go ahead and just tuck that left leg in. Bring it in to meet the inner thigh of your right leg. Plant that left hand behind you and inhale, lift up into a modified wild thing. So already starting to open up the heart here. Take a nice big deep breath and exhale, round that right arm across the body as you come back into center. Let's go ahead and take that again. So inhale, lifting up, pushing into that left knee, left foot. And exhale, bringing that right arm across and down. Go ahead and switch, taking that left foot out. Right foot bends in into the left inner thigh, and on an inhale, plant that right hand down. Inhale yourself up into this modified wild thing, opening up that heart. And exhale, slowly bring those hips back down and release. Go ahead, inhale, do that once more. Opening up here, opening up the heart, opening up the hips. And exhale, release it back down. Good. From here, we're going to just spin those legs around and come into our tabletop position. So we'll set up in our tabletop here. Knees are right underneath the hips. Hands plant right underneath the shoulders, and we'll take a few rounds of cat and cow. So inhale, head and tailbone lift up. Exhale, head and tailbone drop, rounding into that spine. Inhale, lift it up, shine that heart forward. Exhale and round, pulling hips towards ribs. Inhale, open up that heart. Exhale and round here one more time. Inhale, stretching that heart forward. Exhale, rounding in that spine. Come to a neutral position here, and we're going to start to sit the hips back, lifting the arms up as we come into a tall kneeling position. Arms reach up to the sky. And then exhale, round, bring those hands to the mat, sink them forward into a puppy. So arms go wide, hips stay nice and lifted. And then inhale, drag those hands back towards your body, all the way up, stretching up, tall, kneeling. And then exhale, round and slide the hands out, coming into puppy. Again, inhale, drag your arms up, bring it all the way up. And exhale, tuck and round here, stretching out into puppy pose one more time. Let's inhale, drag the hands back up, reach that heart up. Exhale, round and come into your puppy pose. Good. Let's inhale, come up now, stay in our tall kneeling position, and we're going to play with half camels here. So tuck those toes under, lifting those heels up, and we're going to reach the left arm forward, right fingertips to that right heel, open up the heart here. Inhale through center and go ahead and switch. Drop the left fingertips to left heel, right arm reaches up. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale left. One more round. We inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. Good. Come back through center. Come into your tabletop position. Bring those hands about a handprint away from you. Tuck the toes and lift the hips up into our downward facing dog. First dog of the day, so go ahead and pedal out those legs. Push the ground away from you. Keep that nice little play in the elbows. Don't want to lock out the elbows here. And reach those hips high towards the sky. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale fully. And then on your inhale, let's go ahead and walk those hands towards the feet. Bring them about hips width apart. Put a nice little bend in those legs. Grab onto opposite elbows and just dangle here in your ragdoll. Close off the eyes if that feels good, and just let the neck release here. On an exhale, let go of those opposite elbows. Keep that nice bend in your legs as you slowly start to roll up. Arms are just dangling here as we roll up one vertebra at a time. And head and neck come up last. As we come up, let's inhale, arms up. And exhale, hands come together at heart center. Good. From here, let's inhale, the arms sweep up. Interlace those fingers, turn those palms towards the ceiling or sky, and open up the heart here. Exhale as you release, flat back brings you into your swan dive, fold. Inhale, halfway look. Exhale, forward fold. Plant those hands and take a step back into your plank pose here, top of a push-up. Lower down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Good. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhale fully. On an inhale, sweep that right leg up, and exhale, step it in between those hands. Go ahead and square off the hips here. Sink those hips down, release that left knee to the ground, and let's come up, bringing the torso up, interlace the fingers behind us, and open up that heart. Good. Feel all of that energy swirling around the heart center. And then exhale, release those hands. Plant fingertips down, tuck those toes, and inhale up into our high lunge here. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, drop that back heel down, coming into warrior one. So hips are staying forward. Really pull that right hip back, pull that left hip forward. Go ahead and release those arms, interlacing them behind you. Again, opening up that heart. Take a nice inhale here. If this feels good, you can stay here, or exhale, bend into a humble warrior, hinging at the hips and tucking that head down, really opening up, stretching the hands away from your body. Good. One more inhale here. Exhale, plant those hands. Untuck the back toes, bring that heel straight up to the ceiling. Sweep that right leg up into the sky. And then go ahead and bend it. Open up the hip here. Make some hip circles. Going one direction and then the other. And then if it's in your practice, you can go ahead and flip that dog, coming into our full wild thing here. So planting that right foot behind you, reaching that right arm long, opening up the heart here. And then exhale, slowly come back into your dog. Take a breath. Exhale. And then inhale, take a walk up to those hands. Inhale, halfway look. Exhale and fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Reverse swan dive brings you all the way up. Palms come in to heart center. Good. Let's take that flow again. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, let's take the hands behind us now at hips. Interlace the hands and look up. Open up that heart. Exhale, release as you swan dive all the way to the mat. Inhale, halfway look. Exhale and fold. Plant those hands, step back into your plank position, top of a push-up here. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. And exhale into our downward facing dog here. Again, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale fully. On your next inhale, sweep that left leg all the way up. Exhale as you step it in between the hands, releasing that back knee to the ground, coming up into our lunge here. Let's open up the arms, bring them wide, palms facing the front of your mat, opening up the heart, looking up if that feels good. And then exhale, plant those fingertips down, tuck the right toes, get your balance here as you inhale up into a high lunge. Exhale, sink down. Make sure those hips are facing forward, nice and strong here. Shoulders away from those ears. Take a nice inhale and then exhale, drop that right heel, right toes reaching and pointing out at a 45-degree angle, but hips staying nice and center. Release those hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, open up that heart. Feel that chest opening, collarbones widen here. Stay here or on an exhale, hinge at the hips coming into humble warrior. Still stretching those hands away from your body. Keeping that collarbone open. Take one more big inhale here. Exhale, release those hands, plant them on the ground, and sweep that left leg all the way up into the sky, coming into your three-legged dog. Bend that knee and make some hip circles here. Going in one direction, switch directions with those circles. And just stay open here, or if you would like to come into your wild things, dropping that foot behind you, opening up, reaching that heart towards the sky, the ceiling. Good, just letting those left fingertips reach towards the ground. And on an exhale, slowly and with control, come on back to your down dog here. Take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale with an open mouth sigh. Good. Let's take one more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, drop those knees to the mat with control. And then slowly rise up into our tall kneeling position. Okay, we flirted with camel before. Let's go into a full camel now. So tuck those toes under so the heels are nice and lifted. Knees are hips width apart. Pelvis is neutral and feeling very strong in the core here. Go ahead and start to bring those hands to your low back, elbows pointing right behind you. And just take a little baby camel here. So opening up here, opening up in the heart, looking up if that's comfortable on your neck. If this feels good, stay here. If you'd like a little more, go ahead and start to reach back with one hand, reach back with the other, resting the heel of your hand on the heels of your feet, opening up, dropping the head back if that feels good on your neck. And just breathing here. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale fully. And then slowly start to lift that neck up, come to the fingertips on the heels, and slowly come back up into your tall kneeling position. Good. From here, let's just drop down to a seat, coming to our mat. We'll take a couple bridge poses here. So feet go about hips width apart. Let's roll down with control here, coming on to our mat. From here, let's bring those feet in a little closer. Feet are nice and firmly planted into the mat. Go ahead and tuck that pelvis just a little bit, taking away that arch in the low back. And then push into those heels as we come up into a little bridge here. So first variation of bridge, just breathing here. Good. We'll take one more breath in. And as you exhale, slowly release to the ground, vertebrae by vertebrae. Bring those feet a little wider now. Knock the knees in together. Close off the eyes. We'll take one breath. Exhale. On your next inhale, you can go ahead, open up the eyes, bring those feet back to hip width apart. Again, tucking that pelvis, taking that gap away from your low back and mat, pressing into those heels. Inhale as you lift the hips up. You can stay here with this first variation, or if you'd like, clasp those hands underneath your body and kind of wiggle those shoulders underneath you and really opening up here. You can go ahead and close off the eyes if that feels good, and just imagine all of this energy and oxygen and prana flowing through that heart center. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, release the hands and slowly come back down. Take those feet mat width apart, knock the knees in. Take one breath here. Okay, let's open up the eyes, bring those feet back to hips width apart. You can take either one of those two variations, or if you'd like a little more and want to come into wheel, I will lead us through that as well. So bring those hands, flip the palms down onto your mat. Fingers are nice and wide and spread. Again, tucking that pelvis, bringing that low back and to alignment, nice and strong in the core. On an inhale, start to press into those hands. Bring the crown of the head to the mat, and then lift up into your wheel pose here. So nice and strong, really opening up that heart, opening up, feeling maybe a little vulnerable in this position as our heart is just opening here. Just sit with that feeling, whatever you are feeling, whatever emotions are coming up for you. Breathing through here, nice and strong. And then wherever you are, as you exhale, slowly come back down to the mat with control. And then from here, let's hug those knees in. Give yourself a little rock around. Releasing here. And go ahead and curl that head towards your knees. Coming into a little ball. A nice counter pose for all of the heart opening. Bringing some balance back into our body. Go ahead, release that head back down to the mat. Can take a happy baby here. So let's flex our feet up to the sky, grab onto the bottoms of the feet, and energize those knees towards the ground. You can stay here in stillness or rock a little back and forth. Take one more breath here. And then exhale, release. And then we'll take some easy twists here just to end our practice. So bringing those hands into cactus position. Knees are bent. Let's go ahead and exhale the legs over to the left, bringing your gaze to the right, and just allowing gravity to do its work here. Just letting those legs drop, no tension, no pulling, very little effort here. Just allowing the body to naturally open. Take one more breath in here. Exhale fully. Then inhale. Bring those knees to center, and we'll go ahead and drop them over to the right side, bringing gaze to the left. Again, just allowing gravity to do its work. These twists should feel really nice after those heart openers. One more breath in. Exhale fully. Then inhale. Bring those knees back into center. We'll go ahead and stretch the legs long on the mat. Bring those arms down at your side. Let the palms face up. Let the feet just flop open. And we'll just finish out our practice with a few moments in Savasana. On your next inhale, go ahead and start to wiggle those fingers and toes, making circles with wrists and ankles. And let's take a nice full body stretch, reaching those arms above your head. Take a big stretch here. And as you exhale, go ahead and roll over to one side, coming into a little fetal position. Pausing just a moment here. And then go ahead and push into the hands to bring you up back into a comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, we'll take our final breath together. So inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, hands come together at heart center. Plug those thumbs into your heart. Feel it beat. Feel that energy swirling around your heart chakra. And may you take this kindness and compassion and love that we have cultivated on the mat with you throughout the rest of your day. You can go ahead and blink open the eyes, and you guys are all set. Thank you so very much for joining me for this heart opening flow. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.